G'day mate, Cobber here. Welcome back to the channel. Future Stars is here, and with it we have a free unlockable Odegaard and a series of challenges to complete. Something to grind towards, something to give you your life meaning and purpose again. I kid. But to start off with here, you're going to first get the 80 rated version. That goes then on to an 84, then to an 85, and then finishes with an 87. And that 87 card looks quite tasty. It's got pace, shooting, passing, dribbling. He's got the lot. Almost end game. I wouldn't quite say end game, but there's plenty of quality amongst that card, and it looks nice with the pink and yellow. So starting off, you need to score 3 goals using midfielders. You can do that in any of the game modes, on any difficulty. You just need to get those goals done with midfielders. Pro tip, use the 4-2-3-1 first variation, and that gives you 5 midfielders into your team. And there's obviously other formations that do that too. So go and do that in like squad battles, one game, done. Then you've got the 80 rated card. Get that in, build a team around him, and again, you can play more squad battles games if you want here. Pick the difficulty that fits you depending on what sort of skill rating you're at and what sort of rewards you're trying to get. Rewards for squad battles are on Monday. That's not too far away. So go and score 3 goals with him. Go and assist 2 goals with him. And again, score using him in 4 separate matches to earn his 84. So you'll need to play basically 5 squad battles games altogether to get this first section done. And then you've already got his 84 rated card. Easy. Once you have his 84 rated card, it's now got you playing Rivals. Now, I don't know what division you're in Rivals at the moment. You may need to consider relegating yourself and dropping yourself back down to the easier divisions, something that people have done this year. I have not done it myself personally. I've completed all my objectives in my regular Rivals that I'm in. So if you don't want to relegate yourself down, because it's kind of not the best thing to do, it's a little bit toxic, and also keep in mind that you get a rare players pack if you complete this in Division 4 or higher, and I feel like you should be striving to constantly try and improve in the divisions. But if you want to get it done in your regular divisions, what you can do in Rivals is change your squad name to free Odegaard trade, or trade Odegaard goals, swap Odegaard goals. And then also, if you see someone has Odegaard in their starting 11 and you want to trade with them, if you go to message them in game, EA will time you out. If you're offline for like 10 seconds, 15 seconds trying to message someone, they'll dial you out. You're better off to download the app for the console, for Xbox or PlayStation, and message that way. And then you can do that whilst you're still in game, and people will be able to trade with you that way. So another way to do it, or alternatively, you and a friend, if you're on the same console, could search for game at the same time, and hopefully you'll get matched up. I'm not sure if they don't match you up because you're friends. You might need to unfriend that person and then search at the same time. 3 get around ways of doing that. Once you're in and playing Rivals, you've got to score using through balls. There's a few different variations of through balls. You can press Y on Xbox or triangle for your basic through pass. If you double tap that button, so double tap Y if you're on Xbox, it lifts the ball over the defender's foot, a nice cheeky way to score when it's getting really tense in Rivals and you've got tight spaces inside the box. And you can also try a lobbed through pass or a driven through pass, which is RB and Y for driven, and LB and Y for lobbed, or change those obviously to R1 and L1 and triangle if you're on PlayStation. Moving on, you've got to score 5 goals, score 5 times in different matches with him. You do not have to win the game to get this one done, but you do need to score in different games. So EA wants you grinding. They want you to get hooked on the game to work through this. And hey, it's what people want. We want something to strive towards, something to do during the week when we have a bit of downtime. So don't mind that too much. Assist 6 goals with the lob through ball. I've done many videos on this in the past because it's generally a requirement of each week when they force you to do this to unlock the card. So lob through passes are LBY or L1 and Y. If you're struggling to manipulate the space and get yourself in positions where you can score these goals, there's some things to consider. One of the great places on the park to do this is when you're on the far side of the 6-yard box and sending it to the back post for someone who's quite tall with good heading. That's a good place to do one of these lob through balls. It's kind of like a sweaty goal across the face face. Another way to do this is if you can get yourself in the 4-3-1-2 formation, have the player that you're trying to assist with at cam, which is perfect because Odegaard's already as a cam in this 85 challenge, and then get your strikers to play on target man, and probably have 1 striker target man, 1 striker on get in behind, and then you really want to try and work that space to feed those through passes from more towards the halfway line, not when you're in that final third. So you probably want to change your custom tactics to have your team on drop back and have your depth on like 1, so that you're playing more of a counter-attacking method. And with those custom tactics, it just gets you more in a position to feed those lob through balls, or just try and trade with someone. As I said, you don't have to win the game. You just need to do assist 6 times, and you can do that all in one game if you come up against the right sort of person. If you are trading with someone and you want to get that done in the fastest way, and you're getting frustrated by not finding the gaps to get those through balls over, if you use the offside trap by pressing down on your D-pad, that will pull the defenders up towards the halfway line. So you just keep pressing down on the D-pad, and it'll keep bringing the defenders up and up and up, and it'll give your strikers the free run to go through and smack the ball into the back of the net. If the person that you're trading with sucks and they can't seem to score the goal, even though you're like feeding them the perfect opportunity to get the through pass, you can message them and let them know that if you push in the left stick and then hold it across, your keeper will move and get out of the goal as well. So it gives them the free ability to give the through pass and then an open net to kick the ball into. So just a way to speed up that process if you're trading goals. Score 5 goals using finesse. If you're trying to do this and score the goals with the finesse, what I would suggest is getting your striker as tight as possible to the defenders inside the box, and then just using left stick dribbling. Get your hand off the sprint button, get your hand away from trying to do any skill moves, any Berber spins or fake shot dummies. Left stick dribbling is really tight at the moment. You can hold in right bumper while you left stick dribble. You can hold in left bumper when you left stick dribble. That's a bit of a tongue twister, say it 3 times fast. Or you can hold in both right bumper and left bumper when you left stick dribble, and it does improve. But that's the way to do it right now. It just seems like post patch, one of the best ways to beat people is just using that left stick and moving, manipulating the space. And with these dribbling stats, you should be set to go, and then you just get that finesse shot away. With finesse shot, of course, being right bumper, holding that in while shooting, and or R1 if you're on PlayStation. Assist and score in rivals wins, so you've got to win those ones. That's where it's going to be tough. He's got to kind of come up big time here. Try and get him on penalty kicks. That's a good way to get the goals. And then assist wise, you've just got to move that ball quickly, keep feeding it around, and good luck on that one. It's probably the hardest one to do, I'd say. For me, formation to do that in would be the 4-2-3-1 second variation and play him at cam. That's probably where it's going to be most effective. Score in 9 separate rivals wins using him, also quite a challenge. And whether it's worth relegating yourself or not, if you want to get that big pack back in return. And I feel like this is what I like, that something to strive for, something to get better at the game. So some of you may look at this and go, 9 games, really? And I understand that, but for me, this is something to strive and improve on. And good luck in getting that one completed. Maybe even look to play him at striker. And I'm sure this will take you at least 20 games to do. So that is all of the challenges and how to complete them in the fastest possible way. I hope that helps. The next part of this video, I wanted to just have a brief look at one, there's a squad building challenge that goes alongside this. So how that squad building challenge works is each time that you unlock these Odegaard cards, you can put them back into a squad building challenge and then give you 200 coins. And then when you've put all of them in at the end, you get back a rare players pack, which is untradeable. I'd say steer clear of this. For a rare players pack, to lose an 87 card, an 85 card, and an 84 card that you could put in a future SBC, and to lose all that hard work that you've done to actually get this Odegaard card, I don't think it's really worth it. And also don't bother on the 80 rated one to go and put in his team of the week card, or if you've got his foot champions card like I do, because it doesn't work. I've seen things on Twitter of people doing that and then losing out. And I think his team of the week's actually extinct now from people doing that as well. So don't do that. Steer clear of doing that. So into squads right now to actually see what these cards look like and whether it's even worth your time doing them, or whether it maybe is worth sticking them into that SBC because are the cards even playable. This is his 82 team of the week that I have right now. I've played 10 games with him. I've got 4 goal contributions. I've put a hawk onto his card, which is something to note to improve his pace, to improve mainly his attacking positioning and shooting, and lastly his strength and aggression to see if he can actually hold someone off when he's in that final third area. And I think the Hawk is a go-to if you're trying to really grind out these results on these other stronger rated cards. So I'm going to get him out of the squad here so we can actually have a look at some of these cards. And we'll start off, we're going to work our way up, and I don't want to take forever on this, but I'm sure some of you guys would like to see this. So we'll have a quick glance at each one. I'm not someone who tries to make a YouTube video, go longer or whatever for views. This is not a monetized account. So starting off here, the 80 rated card, as I said, you can do this one in squad battles. It's lacking in those finishing areas. I wouldn't waste a chem style here. If you're playing an easy opponent in squad battles, you'll rip through that and get that one done pretty quickly. And then I don't really see you using that card again in future. You'll then have the 84 rated card, which has a nice upgrade on his 82. Particularly that finishing is now up to 72 there. The acceleration, sprint speed improve more. The dribbling and ball control really start to come up towards 92, 93, where that left stick dribbling comes into play. The passing stats there for short passing to get those assists. He should really be quite nice with the double tap YY or double tap triangle through passes. And then we move on from the 84 and up to the 85 rated card, where we start to get a little bit excited here because that passing goes to 91, the dribbling goes to 92, the composure creeps up as well. And you need that for the big time finishing in these strong games against quality opponents and rivals. And finishing's now on 76. Get a Hawk on there, but that sprint speed improves, and that aggression improves, and the attacking positioning improves. Could be the way to go about, and that 85 is starting to look real tasty. And don't forget, he also gets a 3-star weak foot now instead of a 2-star weak foot. And with the 5-star skill moves, you could definitely be working your opponents. It might be worth spending some time getting to know a few of those different 5-star skill moves. And then finally, the 87 rated card. If you are going to grind the whole way through, then you get a card with 90 acceleration with dribbling stats that are 95 overall due to his 98 ball control, 97 dribbling, now 88 composure. The stamina's there. Again, I would suggest Hawk for your chem style, or you might even want to look at some other ones like Finisher or Deadeye as well would be quite nice. But that is him in total. That is how to unlock him, what his stats looks like, and the SBCs, and that's all from me. Good luck on completing this challenge. I hope this video helped. If it helped you, it may help a friend. Feel free to tag any of your mates that play FIFA, that play foot, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want to help me out and maybe one day get this channel to a point where it's monetized and I can put money back into here to bring you guys better content. Take care. We'll see you next time. Bye.